what we've seen over the last few years, and I think we owe it to young people everywhere and to the victims of abuse that they've been to actually learn the lessons of their country. Joe, thank you for your question about David Cameron. Look, I think it's really important we don't demonise young people, and I think it's important we celebrate young people, and that's partly what today is about. To Amy, I think, you know, equal status, parity of esteem is a really important mission for the country, and it'll be a part of the mission of the next Labour government. I just want to say, in conclusion, thank you for being here. I really want to extend my thanks to all of you for being part of this event. I'd say two final things. One, the dialogue. I want the dialogue to continue in opposition, and obviously I hope into government, because, you know, to build this future, we've got to do it together with young people. The second point I want to make is a sort of slightly more party political thing, so forgive me. We've got a brilliant candidate here in Lincoln, in Lucy Rigby. We've got a brilliant candidate. But I didn't just want to say that. I want to just say something else, which is, you know, I don't think what most politicians think. I don't think actually politics is decided by politicians. In the end, politics is decided by people. And politics is too important to be left to politicians. But part of the questions we've had today are about accountability and how you hold me to account if I'm Prime Minister, and that's absolutely right. But the other truth is that the way political change has always happened is because people have made it happen. You know, workers' rights weren't introduced 100 years ago because nice politicians came along and said, let's make it happen. It's because people demanded it. A National Health Service wasn't set up simply because of Anara and Bevan and the Labour government. It's because people said, we need an NHS, we can't carry on with a patchwork paid for service. You know, gay and lesbian rights didn't happen because nice politicians came along and said, let's make them happen. It's because the movement said, enough is enough. You know, racial equality advances in this country haven't happened because politicians did it. It's because people made it happen. And this is such an important lesson, because it's people that change things and your pressure that changes things. And that takes me to Lucy, because, look, the question of whether Lucy gets elected in the next 3 weeks, obviously I've got a bit of a role in that, and so is Lucy, but actually it's up to all of you. It really is up to all of you. But look, in the end, the Tories have got the money in this campaign, as you may have noticed, and they've got Linton Crosby, and you may have noticed that as well. But they don't have people, because they're a virtual party. The Tories are a party that actually doesn't have people to knock on doors, and I'm not surprised they don't have people to knock on doors, because I wouldn't want to knock on doors for the Tory party either. But look, this... But seriously, look, this election could come down to a few hundred votes and a few dozen constituencies. And whether Lucy gets elected is about how many doors you knock on, how many people you phone, how many leaflets you deliver. I'm absolutely deadly serious about this. You know, somebody said to me in Morecambe the other day, will you win Morecambe for us? And I said, no, will you win Morecambe for us? And I'm saying that to you here. You know, it is my responsibility to do my bit to get Lucy elected and get a Labour government. But for those of you who are Labour supporters here today, it is absolutely your responsibility as well. So thank you very much for coming here. Let's elect Lucy Rigby. Let's elect a Labour government. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.